All right, breaking news coming in, viewers. 3 Jaish-e-Mohammed and 2 Lashkar-e-Toiba factions. Top terrorists were neutralized in strikes carried out by India as part of Operation Sindur. Viewers, top terrorists were neutralized in strikes carried out by India as part of Operation Sindur on the intervening night of May 6th and 7th. According to sources, at least 5 dreaded terrorists were eliminated on that night. Operation Sindur, the actual results of it are now being made public. Top terrorists were neutralized in that operation. At least 5 dreaded terrorists were eliminated. This is the figure which has now come out. This is confirmed. 3 Jaish-e-Mohammed, 2 Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists were killed in Operation Sindur. All right, now I'll cut across to our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibbal. Siddhant, the news is out. India had targeted 9 terror sites on the night of 6th and 7th of May, intervening night. Operation Sindur, results are now out. State honors being given by Pakistani army along with terrorists to the terrorists which have been killed from Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Toiba, factions which have carried out terror attacks inside India for decades. Give us your thoughts over here.
We know that several terrorists have been killed. Now, what is interesting for me is one of the terrorists who has been killed, he has been given the state honors, and wreaths have been laid on behalf of the Pakistani Army Chief and the Punjab Chief Minister, Pakistani Punjab, of course, Maryam Nawaz. Now, this is something that shows that how the entire country is in many ways radicalized. In fact, his funeral prayers were held in a government school led by Hafiz Abdul Rauf, who is a designated global terrorist. Also, we have seen how Hafiz Muhammad Jamil, who is the elder brother-in-law of Maulana Masood Azhar, he was killed. Another one, Yusuf Azhar, he is the brother-in-law of Masood Azhar and handled weapon training for the JEM. Other than that, there are terrorists like Khalid, who were involved in terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir, Muhammad Hassan, who has been involved in terror attacks in Jammu and Kashmir. So clearly, it is something that is a big victory for India, because these terrorists have been responsible for terror attacks in India and also responsible for attacks or have linkages with supporting global terrorism.
And Siddhant, look at the state honors these terrorists are being given in Pakistan, and then Pakistan has the nerve to come out on a public platform in front of the world and say we have no terrorists in our country. Ataullah Tarar said this on an international news channel, their information minister, and this is after their defense minister says yes, we back terrorists. And here we have the visuals right in front, regardless of what their leadership says, of state honors being given. Flags are not wrapped on the coffins of regular civilians, as Pakistan has been claiming that India targeted civilians. India targeted terror infrastructure. And it's clear over here who is standing at this funeral procession. There is a terrorist who's standing, or Lashkar-e-Toiba commander, surrounded by Pakistan army officials, and coffins wrapped in flags being given state honors.
Well, yes, this is something that is which is shocking. Now, we know that when it comes to India's major victory, killing these terrorists in Pakistan, is significant, as we have been talking about. This is the largest and deepest strikes by India in the scale since 1971 war. So essentially, this is something that is truly shocking for the Pakistani establishment.
All right, Siddhant, thanks for getting us the latest on that. Just to make our viewers understand the extent of Operation Sindur, which is still on the first day when Operation Sindur was launched. These are results that we are seeing on the screen. These are the people who have died in Pakistan being given state honors. The funeral procession was being carried out, was being attended by a known terrorist, a commander with the Lashkar-e-Toiba, who was on your screens, the man standing in the center, who was who's surrounded by Pakistan army officials in uniforms. You see all these uniform men. The men in the coffins are known terrorists who were eliminated in Operation Sindur. And the fact of that is the terrorists standing in front of those coffins, surrounded by Pakistan army, as Pakistan remains a supporter of terrorism, state supporter.